Alright guys, welcome back to the Fidelio Incident. My name's Jason, and if you're looking for the first episode in the series, it'll be down in the description below. We just found this bunker that we're going to carelessly investigate, because why the hell would we go in here?
To get warm.
You're standing in boiling hot steam.
To get warm.
And that's just ice, I guess. What's that say? Hell of Betty? I don't know. Alright, let's go down, because this was built on top of a slope, and then it went downwards. What? Well, hold on. What do I do? Just turn on the steam for this over here? Let's run for it. I thought that was going to take me somewhere amazing. Not back to the snowfields. Alright, well, let's get around here now. I guess we can progress without having to worry about the cold, or maybe there's some more steam over here. Well, let's stop and read a journal.
My face hurts from trying to smile all night. I can't blame Stanley. There's no way he could have known. He's not that cruel. He knew I was named after Beethoven's opera and just assumed that I'd be a fan. But it was my father who loved the opera. He'd blast those records into the night and stagger about with a half-empty bottle, waving it in time with the music. It was terrifying. But I loved Stanley. So I gripped his hand and smiled through the entire performance.
Oh yeah, Beethoven did have one opera, Fidelio.
These pipes.
Or, not Leonore. Come on! Wait, we're here. Why isn't this connected to pipes? It's always shooting out of the rocks. Okay, so we're kind of making our way.
Are you there? Oh, it's so cold. My head's so shivering. My leg is gone numb. At least it doesn't hurt anymore. I might have fallen asleep. Oh, I thought I heard voices. I don't remember what time it is. I think it'll be dark soon. But I don't think I'll make it through the night. Stanley, you've got to stay warm.
Don't worry, baby, I'm coming for you.
Hypothermia must be setting in.
Is this not a heating pipe? Game? Come on. That's a long one right there. So there was a weird valve on that one with a lock or something on it. And I don't know, I think we'll be going back there to change it to the right and then...
Oh, shit! Hail!
Ow, ow. Well,
Hail's too strong. I can't get through.
we're not going that way. For some reason there's only hail in that one spot. Completely normal. Let's go up here. I'm sure there's a secret journal.
Molly and I snuck out to a party tonight. It was in full swing by the time we got there, meaning all the boys were bollocksed. Well, not all. We weren't there long when this beautiful lad hands me a beer and said his name was Colin. He was tall with bright green eyes and he wore neon-coloured runners. I asked him if it was his party. He shook his head and said that knew it was my party. Then he turned and waved his hand around like he was the great fucking Gatsby. And the first thing we saw was Stanley Whittaker throwing up in the kitchen sink. I laughed and said he could have his party back. We blathered for a while and we were really getting on when Stanley Whittaker stumbled over and asked Colin if he ever wore those shoes outside. And before I could tell him to fuck off, Stanley asked Colin if he knew I was the daughter of Michael O'Shea. I felt my legs go numb. Colin couldn't get away from me fast enough.
What the hell? Guy knows your father. He must be evil. Yeah, that tiniest, pickiest detail. Heat. Heat. Shit. I don't think these are gonna be working. Well, it's nice knowing you guys. Either there's something around this corner or I'm dead. Crap. Alright, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that thing. Let's go back a little bit. Maybe we can interact with something else. Did that turn this steam on? But the light is on, so that's a good sign. Let's go ahead and flip this. Perfect. Now we can go. Alright. So I'm probably going to make the last few episodes a little bit shorter, 20 minutes or so. But I looked it up and this game's about an hour and a half to 2 hours long. So it shouldn't take more than 4 or 5, maybe 6 if we're really leisurely to get through this. I just want to save my wife, you know? What?
This thing.
Oh.
Christ, I hope it's big enough to protect me.
An entire door? How big are you? This is one of those can't see your body games. Alright, I'm coming for you, wifey poo. Need to save you. If you even really exist. Seems to be the theme of games lately. Alright. There we go.
The door. It's working. Kill my arse. Fucking island.
Can't even, it won't even let me turn right to see. At least I'm not getting cold. It's the only good news right now. What am I expecting to find up here?
Nearly there.
I mean, my wife, sure. Oh, this doesn't look precarious. Look at this. This is Avalanche City.
Oh no! Oh Christ! What?
Get off of it and go back to that path you were on.
Help! Help me!
Wow, you're an idiot. Don't just stand there. Stand there and wait for the floor to collapse under you. Uh-oh. What's this? Prison? Flashback? Stanley? Some sort of troublemaker? Is this why we're running from Ireland? Alright. Not the greatest exposition, but... You want to shake it off, man.
No. No! I was right there. What do you want from me? Tell me what you want from me.
Where are we?
Pull it together, Stanley. The sooner you find Leonore, the sooner you can get her off this fucking island. Just find her.
Goodness, there's a little fire right next to our unconscious body. It's so dark out now. You know, I'm starting to think our plane was a lot bigger than I gave it credit for. Okay. This is a can you barely see the wreckage in the distance situation. Well, it's not that way. Hold on. Came from over there. Let's try up here. I see smoke. geyser, rather. I'm not sure where we're going. We've already been to that one. Isn't it? That's where we came down. Ah, damn it. Gotta be this way then.
I'm lost. Leonore, please call. Let me hear your voice.
Unless I did that on purpose.
Of course. Missing the fucking handle.
Don't worry, Stanley, we'll find it. No handle is safe from me.
So many funerals today. I was with Stanley at his father's funeral. There was quite a crowd of people. I told Stanley his father would be proud of the turnout, but he said Paddy would just want to make a speech. The police were watching the crowd, but they didn't bother anyone. They were hidden, but I spotted them straight away. I had to help Stanley write the eulogy for Paddy, but when it came time to read it, he couldn't speak. He gripped the sides of the lectern so hard I feared it would splinter in his hands. Finally, Stanley said Paddy was a speechmaker, but he wasn't enough like his father to do him justice. He just folded up the speech and left in silence.
Okay. Seems like no one likes their fathers in this one. What's this bone? What's this meaty looking rib cage and spine? They're all over the place. What is this?
All dead. Everywhere.
Yeah, what the hell? And that handle must be down. There it is.
I'll take that.
I was gonna say, there's a reason it brought me over here. Not just to a dead end. Okay, we can finally get inside of this building, though. Let's go ahead and do this. Your wife's dead, man. Oh, that tripped me out a little.
An open door.
Alright, now we found a bunker for real. And suddenly we have a flashlight. I guess we always had one, but... Alright, I think this is a good spot to end this episode. I know it's only 15 or so minutes long, but we finally got indoors. So maybe we can make our way through, find our wife, who will probably be a frozen corpse by now. But... let's have high hopes, okay? I'll see you guys next time with more Fidelio Incident.